Mr. Baynard, I'm looking at the Office of the Clerk, U.S. House of Representatives, and I can't find any. I can probably find it, but after review, I can't find a place to comment on past legislation that's been passed, whether I'm for or opposed to it. And my representative seems to be bought off by the insurance companies, because I would like to eliminate the insurance and move all them securities over to the trade tax period. Because on the road, if we have a car accident, well, we're on the road, so and if we can get off the fuel, we can just move the tax from the fuel to the tires. It's that easy. But I can't get past my representative to bring any attention to anything like that on the floor. So I'm looking at this. I'm trying to find a deputized or official web page to where I can comment and bring it to the head of the chair, the ranking chair's attention, or docket, or just post it for congressional review to see if it's something that they're interested in making a bill of, not being smothered and not ever knowing or having any kind of receipt from our representative of what grievances have been moved forward. They might be working on exactly what I told them to work on, but then on the other hand, they might not. And what I told them to work on was just simply redoing intellectual technologies and all that, and limiting the lifetime of them kind of patents and intellectual properties. And let's see, what else? I'm just going to make it on this and get rid of the intellectual properties, and let's see what else. My motions I've been insurance. Yeah, get all the securities from insurance onto the tax, and it'll all be on a flat trade tax. Legalize all the substances like you would liquor, and then let the cops regain their authority, their honest authority, without the prohibition leverage being applied. Raise the age of consent to drinking up another 2 years. Bring down the age of voting to 15. Okay, and that way the parents can be involved and guide them through the process, and just get people more interactive. I was way more on then than I was now, because, kind of to each subject matter, yeah. To a clear-headed projection of what was going to come, yeah. Then, let's see. Make it to where we can comment on your official works right here on this webpage right here. I want to be able to see all post legislation. It's got legislative archives, but it doesn't have okay, we'll find something written. Your representative, House representative offsite. Let's see. Let's find the legislation index. Live video, proceeding schedule, frequently required information, records of House archives, video records, House Journal. Anyhow, I know there's no place just to, when I find it, to just share. I got to cut and paste and email each individual, and there ought to be a way for just after drafting something like on Facebook and C-SPAN, which sometimes the best works always seem to get deleted, but we push through and post a lot of things, and it'd be nice to really compile it and get it to where it's officialized as this citizen's wait, because I don't want I don't want to be here in this country where I'm bought out, where I cannot have representation, where I have no receipt. When I make a grievance on a legislation or a law in my community, there is no receipt saying that I am one of the yay or nayer of this legislation. Not, hey, you're one of the people that voted for this guy to be sold out so private individuals can make money off insurance. Anyhow, I've said this a whole bunch of times, more creatively and more productively. It is not going anywhere. We got to get rid of the insurance. That's mandated slavery. We got to get rid of it. What else is mandated slavery? Well, that's one, mandated slavery. Then we got to pay rent on our homes and on our homes. So much a year. So, we're forced to deal with third parties. It takes if you get insurance, you're forced to deal with an attorney to get your restitution. And an attorney can sell you down the river to bed down another client's recoveries, just like that. Oh, okay, man, that guy, he wanting too much money, I know, and this guy, he's got, you can't get away from him, so you give him a couple extra 30%, and we'll just drop Mr. Greg here, and he won't get any restitution. He didn't have enough participation time on the tax books that he wasn't told about before he had the option to go to work. So there's a lot of little grievances that I've typed up a bunch of times on C-SPAN. Some of them ain't but they're not congressionalized. They're not official. That's what I'm talking about. I want it official where I can comment on each line item of legislation, from the pipeline to ISIS to everybody be free. Even the scope on Facebook, C-SPAN Facebook, has gotten smaller to where when you comment, you can't leave a picture no more. I don't even, and let's see, what else can't you do? You can't leave an overall, just a blunt comment up here like a tweet kind of thing for them. They don't want to do that. They want tweeting to be something else that's restricted to a certain number of characters, and that don't work for me because I like to cut and paste. Because you can get whole complete thoughts out, cut them, and paste them. And that is better than voting for somebody that's going to sell you out for their profit. Now, I voted for an attorney so we could draft new laws, and that's all. Because, but, this third party, when we're prosecuting people, this is a motion I tried to make. When the law actively prosecutes a person, there ought to be an equal investigation, equal, if not greater amount of money spent trying to clear them, to eliminate both corruption in the crime scene and the investigative process and the burden. Well, there's no force that goes and tries to defend this person. Let's see, I've technically been should have got out of my DUI I had, but my lawyer didn't tell them that I was out of the vehicle and went to the bar before I come back and got arrested for a DUI after running a stop sign. So, that's technicality, but it sounds like it's reasonable doubt. But anyhow, that's all paid for and done over. One of the best things that ever happened to me. I got to live another day because that was a bad day. But that was prescription medication. One Valium, after 10 years of doing everything I wanted to do as I rocked and rolled around on the roads and getting pulled over while doing it. And that one little Valium, that one medication that was prescribed to me through a physician, got me all sideways, and me and my friend and inches away from killing. Inches. You know? So it's not a good thing. I've seen people that did get killed. Or, yeah, I guess I have. With the bad reaction to one dose of prescription drugs. So, anyhow, there's a lot of things that need to be changed. I hate having to do it over and over and over, but here's another video.